Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Ike bringing you another video. We are going to be doing my predictions. I know it's a little late. It's around 3:50 right now. We're about an hour away from Summer Games Fest. So I figured I'd bring you this video. Plus, we'll have the Xbox Game Showcase predictions on Saturday, if not later tonight. And then I won't do my post reactions for all three until after each of them have been completed. All of them being streamed on Kick. Um, but anyway, let's jump right into the video. Now, this one's going to be a bit shorter than the other two because I'm going to go into my top five announcements and two games plus two honorable mentions I could think could be the show closer. And my top five would be like games I feel like need to be there, otherwise we won't know much about it that have already been revealed or have not. I could see Jeff like having permissions to show off these games at his show. Otherwise, we won't know much about it. Most of it is mostly PlayStation IP or like third-party stuff. But like, I'm gonna go into five announcements that could be the closer and five announcements that could um, be there in general. Now, the five games that could be there in general, we're going to start with number one. In my personal opinion, from the PlayStation side of things, Kena, Scarlet of Cosmora. We know the game is supposed to come out this year. If it doesn't come out this year, if we don't see it at Summer Games Fest, I feel like it's going to get delayed into 2027, not only to avoid GTA, but just because there's no other place that we could see it outside maybe Gamescom in August. So I think this is the best place for it to show up. If it doesn't show up, I think it might get internally delayed sometime in 2027. Where it could be shown if it gets delayed, I couldn't say maybe a Q1 state of play from PlayStation, and then we'll play all that by ear. But sticking things with PlayStation, I think we will see something regarding from Naughty Dog's next project, Intergalactic. I think that has a really good potential to be at Jeff Keighley's show. You know how Jeff Keighley is to see from stuff from Naughty Dog or Insomniac, which we'll get to Insomniac here in a minute. Now, as for the third game, last on the PlayStation side, I think we could see as another possible game that could be there would be Marvel's Venom. Now, I don't think Venom's a possibility to be shown anytime soon, but we need to have a middle bridge gap in between Wolverine and their next big project, which could either be Ratchet and Clank or Spider-Man 3. But we'll have to wait and see on that. I know Spider-Man 3 and Horizon 3 will have no way to be there because I think they're going to be coming out for the PS6. I think Spider-Man 3 will be 2028, and then for Horizon 3, I think that's going to be like more like 2029, Q4 2028 territory, similar to Spider-Man. But moving on to some third-party stuff that I think could be there, two games in particular that I think could be there just as filler, and that would be the third installment from EA of the Star Wars franchise, of the Jedi Survivor franchise, with Cal Kestis. I think it's been a while since we've seen Jedi Survivor, and we've seen a couple other games show up at his show. Besides Jedi Survivor, we've seen It Takes Two, we've seen Split Fiction, we've seen Jedi Survivor, we've seen Fallen Order, and I have a feeling that we're gonna see more from the Ginger, Cal Kestis, sometime soon. And then moving on to my last announcement that could be there, we said Intergalactic, we said, oh no, that's another game I feel like, well, we said Intergalactic, we said Venom, we said Jedi Survivor, and we said Kena. A fifth game I could see with some Jeff Keighley vibes. It could be, we could go anywhere with this. We could go Wolf Among Us 2, we could go maybe Sly Cooper, maybe Infamous from Sucker Punch, or we could honestly go Hogwarts Legacy 2. We saw Control Resonant at the PlayStation show. So I think it's fitting that we see Hogwarts Legacy 2. It was either, I feel like it was one or the other that we were going to see at the State of Play, then the other one we were going to see at the PlayStation show. So now as for my closers, for the show closers, I have there's five options we could go with this. Starting at the two of the more unpredictable ones we could go with the first one I think will be Final Fantasy VII Part 3. We have Rebirth, we have Remake on all platforms, so, and I think it's only fitting that we're going to get Part 3 on all three platforms as well. I don't think there will be any exclusivity deals between PlayStation and the, the book market, but I think it'll be on all platforms at the same time. What will we see it as the show closer? I think it has high potential, but I think if any game could be there in some capacity, whether it's the remake, whether it's the sequel, we're gonna see Kingdom Hearts in some capacity, whether we see. And that was another game that I had an honorable mention for a game that could show up. Will be Kingdom Hearts 1 remake, and then Kingdom Hearts 4 as the show closer. I think it makes a ton of sense. There's been rumors that we're supposed to get Kingdom Hearts um, the Kingdom Hearts remake in 2026 and then 4 in 2027. Whether it's true or not, we shall see. And I think another game I've totally forgot about before we move on to the other three closers. I think we'll see Dragon Quest 12 in some capacity with some updates on the release date and maybe some gameplay. At least stated they were going to see it more later this summer, or we could see it at Tokyo Game Show. It has a high possibility. Now the other, we said Kingdom Hearts, and we said Final Fantasy. What else could there be as a potential closer? I think this is a possibility, but I think it's going to be shown at the Xbox show, which I'll get into someday. And that's Persona 6. It's been rumored for months, years actually, and the last time we had a Persona 5, the last installment was I think past my high school days in 2013 to 2015 with Persona 5. Then they had Persona 5 Strikers, Persona 5 Royal, and a bunch of other stuff that we've had in between, like Persona 3 Reloaded. We've had the Persona trilogy on Xbox. We had Persona 4 Revival, which is also rumored, but that's. I feel like Persona 4 Revival is going to be an Xbox show. So Persona 6 has a more higher ceiling / probability to be a closer than Persona 4 Revival. But moving on to another one I could see from Naughty Dog, which is Last of Us Part 3. I know I said it in my PlayStation 1, but if Naughty Dog shows anything other than Intergalactic, to show them what's next after Intergalactic, I think Last of Us Part 3 or Uncharted has a high probability in that scenario. And then, what I could see, as the last announcement, I know it's a bit of a long shot, but it was at the, I don't think it was a closer when it originally got announced from Team Ninja. Since they're done Ninja Gaiden 4, what could they be working on next? I'm gonna throw my hat out for Scalebound. It was originally announced in 2016, 2017 during the Xbox One days. Got scrapped. Never heard from it for a while, and then I think one of the producers wanted to work on it again. But whether or not Team Ninja wants from the people that made Ninja Gaiden want to work on it, we'll see. I know it's a long shot for Scalebound to make a comeback. I mean, if Fable can make a comeback, Scalebound can too. But that's gonna do it for my predictions for Summer Games Fest. Let me know what you guys think could be a closer or just show up in general at the Summer Games Fest. My biggest hot one that I want to see the most is definitely the new Star Wars, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. Hopefully EA doesn't F it up. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys at Summer Games Fest live on Kick.com, and it's Lord Ike TV. I'll see you guys there. I'm out. Peace.